Alright guys, I'm back with another tip. In this video we're going to be going over a really simple concept to beat man coverage. All that it really requires is that you have a receiver with good release and then a decent short route running receiver. This simple route concept is something you can add to your arsenal when you're facing this man press. Currently we're facing cover one hole, and the route concept that we're going to do is simply just a curl and a streak. Now you might say, why leave the streak out there? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But what you want to focus on is the curl. You can put a curl on the outside if you don't want to keep it next to the streak, right? I'm going to go ahead and as soon as he cuts, throw it. I don't bullet pass it, I precision or touch pass it. You can precision it to the inside or the outside, just depending on the leverage of the defensive back. You got to come back to it, and the best way to do it is to come back to it and go for the possession catch. Now, it will get knocked out from time to time with the KOs, so that's something to be aware of. You can sort of override that if you have short out elite. I like running these from spread sets. You can't really do it from compressed set. You're going to end up throwing a pick. So spread sets are really the only way to go. But that's just a quick curl route. Now, you're going to say, well, what if they shade underneath? Well, that's the reason we put the streak on the field, right? I want you to pay attention to the left side of this field. I know this is Davante Adams, but any receiver with a good release will, when they shade underneath, get this sort of a release. See how he throws them to the side? Now, I currently use the Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know if it's Campus Heroes or I have no idea, honestly, what program he's from. But there's a Larry Fitzgerald in Mutt. Does a phenomenal job of this. So if I see, if I'm playing against a man coverage and I see that right away, then I know, okay, this guy is shaded underneath. I can't throw the curl route. I'll throw it to, I'll throw it to Davante. I mean, this works the same way against like a cover zero. So right here we're in this cover zero play, and I'm going to put the curl route on the outside and the streak on the left. And now Davante is kind of in the zone, so let's just go ahead and get him out of the zone. So we'll go back to our cover zero. And there's no shading in this at all. I'm going to streak Davante. I'm going to curl route this right side receiver. And you see Davante just absolutely destroyed it. That's against Jalen Ramsey. So if you throw that with the precision down and outside with a little bit of a touch to it, it's a pretty easy come back and grab type deal. But Davante absolutely torched that guy. So I didn't do any shading there. That's Davante doing Davante things. And I'm over here audibling on the offense, and I'm into audible on defense. But if it's a shade underneath, so let's just zone these guys out. If it's a shade underneath from a cover zero, your curl route on the right, I'll play it a lot better. You'll see the instant win on the outside when they shade underneath. And even in two-man under, right? Two-man under, honestly, a lot of people have been trying to play two-man under just because they have so many good cover players all over the field. I mean, they typically put safeties at linebacker, and they lock down a lot of the field, and it's really hard with the safety up over the top. But the curl route still works. Typically, people don't shade in two-man under, but you can do the same thing. So I'm going to do this here from the slot. You saw Davante 1 right there, but that's really the throw you want to have, right? You want to throw the ball just before they turn around and then come back and click onto it. So two-man under, cover zero, all that stuff. The only thing that shuts it down really is going to be your shade underneath. And then when they shade underneath, you just pop them over the top for the big gain with the streak. So hopefully, guys, that's been pretty helpful for you. Any tip that you guys are looking for or anything specific you're having trouble with, make sure you mention in the comments. I will do my best to address it. But next time, I'll catch you guys in the run and gun playbook, which we're switching over to here very shortly. Thanks. Bye.